So I have a post that I'm going to be doing with this video of different, it's like 6 different videos on sparring. I am working hard to get you guys ready for your sparring, for the test. And, you know, I'm looking at it like we're going to do it fight day like we do all the time. It's always a challenge. It's always beautiful to see my students go through that and put on that black belt and know that they have overcome a big challenge. And I am a bit concerned about, you know, the lack of sparring that we've been able to do. But concern means prayer and it means action. It doesn't mean worry. So I am going to say right now that you need to take lots of action. You need to take massive action in that. And I'm going to give you a vehicle that's going to help you. Today, I took y'all through several drills that we're dealing with a pressure fighter, learning how to fight a pressure fighter, working on that by if you have the pressure and you have the ability and your strength and speed and power and your pressure is greater, then just you'll fight them. But fighting force with force is not always the answer. Being able to create space, being able to time that, and countering, being able to angle and apply pressure, and learning to fight where your defense and your offense are one. You're blocking, countering simultaneously as much as possible. You're angling and putting pressure. So you're putting it all together, and you're doing that with effectiveness. You're using the 4 faces of the lion when you're a fighter, because you're using the lion, the face of the lion, which is courage. That is the ability to cross the finish line, to be able to blitz, bridge the gap. It takes courage to do that, and that's the face of the lion. And it's combined also with humility and hard work ethic that goes along with that. And it brings up the face of man. God created man for relationship. So we honor and respect the people we fight. We don't get into situations where we have hate and we carry things off the mat or off the parking lot right now that we carry with us and that just create us to a bitter heart. We don't do that. That's not what we do. We honor and respect the relationship, and we do that by working hard with each other and challenging each other and meeting each other where we're at and working hard. The face of the eagle is the idea of excellence, and it's also about, you know, having an eye for detail. And you know, a sparring is like kata. You either have great form, you have your guard where it needs to be, you're able to do whatever it takes, whether it's pressure, fighting on the inside, creating space, or angling, and you're doing whatever it takes. But the idea of the face of the eagle is having that eye for excellence and having that consciousness and working competently and working in through your gears and putting out the work of repetition, being the mother of mastery and the mother of skills. And so the last one is the servant, because the servant is like, if I'm working with somebody, I'm gonna take some shots. I'm gonna work, I'm going to labor a little bit for them. I'm going to let them do more techniques sometimes, but I'm never just going to make it completely easy where it's not of benefit. And then, you know, I have to tell you that the ox, I think about the Tigger attitude. It's like I'm servant, not because I have to, and not because I'm going to do it with a terrible attitude. I'm doing it with a great attitude because that's what black belts do. That's what we do at Premier Martial Arts. So I'm giving you these things. I've written on here, sparring drills are for skills to get good at sparring. Let's fall in love with the process of getting good first. That's the goal, is to get good first. We can't be great until we get good. In the process, in the pursuit of good, there's a process. There's a way to do that. We need to know what that way is, and then we need to be willing to pay the price to do that. So that when somebody looks at us fighting, they say, man, you're good. That's a great compliment. When your parents look at you, or your spouse or your child looks at you and says, wow, you're good. That's a great compliment. That's one of the things we work for. The pursuit of greatness comes after good. There's no need to think about greatness and think we're going to be great if we don't take the steps to become good first. It's okay to have that as an end in mind, but we got to be willing to come back and put first things first, and that is we have to spar regularly. We got to spar different ways. When we do our fight day, there's going to be 20 rounds, and you're going to do a lot of different types of sparring, and this is what we're doing. Today's spar, these videos are going to help you understand what I was doing with y'all today a little bit more, and I'm asking you to look at the 4 principles of pressure, inside angles, and create space. Find the application for that. Drills are for skill. Make the drills as real as you can. So when you're working, if you got a partner that you're working with, make a little contact. Use some control and do not injure each other, like gear contact only. Make a little contact. If we're doing sharpshooting and you're not trying to make contact because of social distance, if it's somebody that's not your family member or that you want to play it safe with, then visualize making that contact and work the timing. Do everything that you can to make it as real as you can. Again, let's study this video to get good. That's our goal. Seek to understand the technique that's being used, understand the distance that is different, that it's applicable to, understand the targets that you're using the technique and what the target is, and the timing involved in it. You can work those things, you can make them real. Today, when we worked that, yesterday when we worked with that, we were working real. Timing, distancing was the only thing. We were making it at a distance where there was no contact, and we were honoring the law of social distance. Drills are for skills. Make the drills as real as you can. I've got here, train hard and make fighting fun and look easy. You know, there's something fun about putting together a strategy to beat somebody or to land a technique on somebody and then to do it. Man, it's fun to get it done. And it's never bully, and it's never rubbing something in somebody's face. It's honoring each other and respecting each other. So when we walk through the 4 gears, I want you to remember first gear is like static technique with excellence. Excellence is the goal, to get technical techniques. There's an order and there's an exactness to every move. Second gear is smooth and technical. Now start getting smooth with it. A little faster, but still highly technical. Third gear is smooth with power and accuracy. Now we're starting to hit harder and we're accurate. We're hitting the targets we're wanting to hit, and we're hitting them with the power that we want to hit with. And then fourth gear is unconscious competence. It's smooth, accurate, fast, and powerful. And that's the ultimate. That's where we want to be. So we got 6 gears that says learning, sparring, sport, fighting lesson 1. Fake kick, reverse punch. The next one is lesson 2, sidekick, reverse punch, backfist. Lesson 3 is fade away. Fade away is creating space. I wrote that in there so you would understand that. Pull, drag, sidekick, and round kick. And that's like an independent motion technique. And next one is sidekick to the body and a hook kick to the head. The next one is a counter forward angle, backfist sidekick. This was like we were working today, so I think you're going to enjoy seeing it done in drills. The last one, this one's actually Anderson Silva doing a MMA spinning back knuckle. You know, I used to land that quite a bit when I was competing, and it's sweet. I mean, when you set somebody up, or when you anticipate that pressure fighter coming in and you off angle spin back knuckle, it is sweet, guys. Please bear with me about my passion and love for fighting, because, you know, I was a small person and I had to earn everything that I got. No one gave me anything, the ability to beat some of the big guys that I was able to beat. It was hard work and dedication, and then it was being able to live life with the 4 faces of a leader. There's also a kicking drill that it's going to help your balance in your multiple kicks. So find somebody to train with, train on these. If you have a family member that you can invite to participate with you, invite them to participate with you. if you're that family member that's hearing this right now and you're not active in martial arts, become the best coach and trainer for your child or for your spouse that you can be. And I understand time is something, so do your best. Don't feel bad about it if you can't do it, but if you can do it, man, you're going to feel great about what you accomplish. I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you guys when I see you. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy your weekend.